Welcome to the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us today on the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie. I'm here at the DentonRadio.com studio. It is a beautiful evening out on the square. Everybody have fun tonight, whatever you're doing, but tune in. And today we have some amazing people in Denton, and I am so happy to share the radio station with you guys tonight. And thank you for being my guest. I have Cynthia LaBelle here, as well as Sunita Narayana.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Of course. And these ladies are the proud owners of Studio E, and that is a new addition here on the square. And if you guys have not heard about Studio E, you're going to hear all about it tonight. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about their beautiful attire. Obviously, they are in a diva mode right now. But we are going to be talking about a lot of the events that Studio E is involved with. Obviously, you are one of the new places here on the town, so we'll talk about that. But before we go into that, let's talk about who you guys are and how did you get here, and let's get to know you a little bit better, Cynthia. So how did you land here in Denton?
By mistake. Yeah. No, I came here for school, and I loved it, so I've been staying here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Montreal. That's my accent. French Canadian.
Oui.
Oui. Oui.
And so you came here for school studying.
So I learned English, then I did biology. I graduated, and now I'm doing my PhD.
Oh, nice. Very
Long
cool.
time.
I know. You're going to be here for a while. That's okay. We love having you. Okay, Suni, what about you?
So I was not born here. I was born in India, but my family is from Flower Mound, and I've been in Flower Mound my whole life. And then I was in and out of school, an untypical Indian, of course, but I was in and out of school, and now I'm back at UNT studying integrated studies.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how you guys ended up with the Studio E idea. What is Studio E? Because a lot of people may not have heard. They may not have heard about it yet. I have. I'm one of the cool people here.
So I guess Studio E started from dance. I've been dancing since I was 7. I do Bollywood dancing. And it's a funny story. I went to Disney World one day and we were watching Pocahontas. And my mom always told me that I used to watch people's feet. I never used to watch them, do anything else. I'd watch their feet. And then I formed this love of dance. And then over the years, I was with different dance companies and I was in and out of, I guess, the dance scene. And then, I met Cynthia and she was like, why don't we just create our own dance company? So that's where Eshana Dance Conservatory started. We do professional Bollywood weddings, like Sangeets. We do all sorts of
entertainment, private party, name it, anything.
And I was kind of sick of renting from libraries or from my parents' house. But I didn't want to keep renting from all these odd places. I said, we really need a studio of our own. And then she happened to stumble onto the venue, or the studio on the square.
And for those of you that don't know, Studio E is actually located in the corner building. What's the name of the building?
The Hickory building.
Hickory.
The Russell department store.
Russell's department store, the old Russell department store, which are now offices and office spacing. So you walk in and a lot of people think they're apartments because they'll be wandering around. These are pretty cool. And of course, I've been in there several times. And so many people just wander in there thinking, what is this? Are they shopping? Is it a shopping center? But underneath, which is in the basement, is Studio E. And for those of you that don't know, you guys have a hidden door, basically.
Yeah, which is the Bear's Den.
The Bear's Den.
The famous Bear's Den.
The famous Bear's Den door. So if you haven't noticed it, you will eventually, because it's facing the parking lot that's over there in between you guys and Thai Square, right?
Yeah, we're by Thai Square.
And then you sit diagonally from Agua Dulce. So
yes,
there, you guys know where it's at now. Yes, there is a door, and it looks like just a door, but beneath there is a whole underground world.
Hidden, yes, mystery.
It is very cool. So you go down there, and my first impression was like, wow, this is really neat, and it's very big. And the reason why I am ranting and raving is because I've actually personally had an event there, and it was an amazing, an amazing venue to have that type of event there. So we did our Lost Poet Lounge event there, and it was just so much fun to work with you girls. So what do you guys do? Let's say, okay, Studio E's here in town. What are they about? What do you do? What is your theme of Studio E? What is it?
So Studio E, first Studio E is for Eshana Dance Conservatory.
So
that's why we
Studio
call
E.
it Studio E. We do the professional Bollywood dance during the day. And when we first came to Denton, a lot of people approached us just to use the space for shows or things like that. So that's what we do at night. We're open when there's event. We're not open every single day.
So what kind of events are you, I guess, what is your demographic that you're shooting for as far as the type of events? Is it very specific or is it just general open?
It's general open. We've had inquiries from brides that say, hey, we want to do an intimate reception. And then we have, you know, like Lost Poet Lounge. We have bands come in and say, hey, we want to, you know, do a gig here. So it's open to anyone who wants to come to this space and really have that experience of Studio E.
And one of the things that we probably all know about Denton is obviously we have a lot of venues here that are being utilized all the time. All the time. You can't go anywhere on the square and not see somebody utilizing the venue, whether it be a restaurant, a bar, or, you know, whatever it is on the square. And there's someone either playing, there's someone doing something, whether it be poetry or somebody doing art or hanging art. So it's very easy to find places that do that, but it's very hard to find places that have such open space.
Yes, there's place to dance.
Yes.
Denton can dance.
Denton can dance, which we did that night.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing when you find a place that you actually have space to do what you need to and get very creative. And some of the things that I've seen come out of your Facebook feed or your Instagram page and some of the creativity that some of the people that are booking with you guys has been amazing. I mean, you're talking about stuff you're not seeing on the square. Or if you do, it's very, you know, obscure. You don't see it very often. But because of the space involved, you have that freedom of creativity for whoever's booking it, which I had that luxury too when we started talking about the design of what we wanted Lost Poet Lounge to look like for that type of event. We went with the world
Soiree.
theme. Yes,
Yes.
soiree.
Yes.
So
world soirees.
yeah, so we ended up doing the saris hanging from the wall, and it was very,
Photo booth.
yes, we had the freedom of a real photo booth with a couch. You know, it's hard to find spacing like that.
Yeah.
So what kind of other things have just wowed you as far as events? And I'm sure every client is different, but what has really left an impression on you as far as a new studio owner and you're like, okay, this was really neat to see?
I think the one was the Lost Poet Lounge because I've never been to a poetry reading. I've never I'm not just doing that, no. But I've never done anything like that. So for me as an outsider, going to that event and being a part of that event was really good. And I love the crowd that it drew in and I love the atmosphere that it brought. So I really enjoyed the Lost Poet Lounge event.
Thank you. That was mutual, by the way, because we had the honor of you performing in a dance. You did traditional Indian Bollywood dancing, and that was part of the reason why it was so unique as well. It was very, and we had other professional dancers. We had salsa with Joe. We had live painters. We had Aris. We had Iris and Margarita. We also had DJ AB there as well. So it allows you to include so many people from the community and beyond. So what other people? Because I know there was a few that I was like, ooh, that looks cool. I've gone to several of them as well. So what else have you guys had there that have?
I think I would say, well, we have empty canvas, right? But
yes,
one, I mean, we didn't have too many events so far, but one that really stood out for the decoration and everything, I think it was when we had Ratsnays and with Lorelai K, and they transformed the space. I mean, some people would not even recognize, you know, when you took video and pictures and people say, oh, that's Suzuki.
And that's pretty neat because, like you said, it's a blank canvas. And when they walk in there, it's your gallery. And then you go back in and they've transformed it, which I did see the photos and videos of that. And I was like, okay, this doesn't even look like Studio E. This looks like some underground New York type venue. It was really neat.
And I think that's why, like, we're so open to, you can transform it to whatever you want. If a bride wants it to be extravagant, it can be extravagant. If bands want it a certain way, or, if, for Lost Poet Lounge, like, you can transform the space from a blank canvas to something that's so unique and different.
Now, one of the things that you guys have been pretty consistent with, as far as I know, is the fact that each of your events pretty much, and I want to say almost always, has art on the walls. And it could be related to the event or unrelated, but somehow, some way, there's always been art on the wall, which is one of the things that attracted me to the place, because of the art and the ability to incorporate other people from the community, as far as they may not necessarily be there, but their art is there. It's representative of them, which I think is really cool. Now, one of the first things you see when you walk into Studio E to represent the Bear's Den is a piece of art by Haris Ferotovic, and it is the bear, the roaring bear, which I absolutely love, that you guys own, and it's right there hanging on your counter. So when you walk in, so your art is the art that's hanging there is community based. How do you guys pick who's going to be there, or is it also too, hey, we want to hang art here?
It's a mix, right? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of people that contact us. We actually have a form on our website, so people, it's studioedenton.com. People can fill the form, and yeah, we just answer them back. And then when there's a team that is related to the type of event that has a theme that it's related to whatever someone sent us, then we just contact them and ask if they want to be part of the show.
And
so,
there's
go ahead.
And there's lots of local artist collaboratives, right? Like Rotsnay's is one. The Denton Gallery is also another one, and the Artist Enclave. So they will come and say, hey, we want to hang art, or we want to do this event. So from them, we get art as well. But we're open, as Cynthia said, to private booking. So if Harris wants to do just, his own show, we can, have the studio just for his own show.
And it is very spacious. If you guys ever go down there, or if you've ever been, you will see that it's almost like 3 chambers. You have you have the main area, which includes the front counter desk, or the front end, introductory desk. And then you have the little gallery on the left, or the right, depending on which one you're setting. And then you have the main part, and then you have the other back space, which is humongous.
Yes.
So it allows for a lot of space, which is what really is really cool about the place. Is we had dance in the back one, we had the poetry in the middle, and then we had the live artists painting in the far room. Yeah, definitely. So there's plenty of space. And then you have the little VIP areas, which is so cool.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the booths.
Yeah, the booths.
So, I mean, each of those gives it a unique touch. And, when you're looking for a place that's unique and different, and not to say that we don't have that here on the square already, but when you are out there looking for something that's a little bit out of the norm, this is the place to go to.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So, and I will admit I am biased, because guess what? I had my event there, and I'm telling you, these girls are hard-working girls. Oh my gosh, you guys amazed me. Working with y'all was a pleasure. It was an awesome experience.
Thank you,
Thanks.
and vice versa.
Yeah,
Working with you was amazing.
I mean, we were up late.
Power team.
You guys were no sleep. I was up late. You guys
sometime.
were no sleep. And I was like, they're still there. They're still there working. And I'm like, I don't know how they do it. And you're like, oh, we're going to get it done. Don't worry. And it was done. It was like, ooh, you walked in and it was transformed. So let's talk about Eshana. Let's talk about the dance. We're going to flip it all together.
Okay, yeah.
Because this is part of who Studio E is. I mean, it is the main reason why you guys started it, was the Eshana Dance Conservatory. And this is the other part of who you are. So tell us more about that, because you're not going to find a lot of Bollywood dancing here in Denton. So
and that's another reason why I think we liked having Studio E and bringing Eshana to Denton. Not that we were going to take it anywhere else, but we brought it to Denton because there's a huge international community at TWU and UNT. And a lot of those students miss a part of home because they're not in India, you know, with their family and friends. And so for me, as an American born or raised in like Texas, I wanted to be rooted in my culture and my heritage. And so for those international students, I wanted to bring something that, or not even international students, for everyone, I wanted to bring something very different to Denton.
Yes.
And I wanted to bring Bollywood. It's, you know, it's unique, it's colorful.
People mostly see that in movies, right?
Yes.
People
And it's very catchy. It really is.
And there was none in Denton, and we're excited to just
do
bring
that.
it to town,
Yes,
you know, and
yes.
add to the culture in Denton. And
So you were dancing since you were 7. And do you dance?
oh no,
Yes, you do. A little
no, I
bit.
don't. We would go bankrupt if I did. So I'm gonna.
You are
I'm
the
not gonna
support
do it.
system of
Yes.
Eshana.
Yes,
You
she is
are
I'm the
behind the
back off.
Yes.
Back office for.
There you go. So I was wondering, and I was like, I know she said she didn't, but I want to make sure
Yeah,
here.
no, I really don't.
Okay. So you guys are just your team. She is obviously doing the Bollywood dancing, and you teach it.
I teach it as well.
And
Yes.
that's the fun part of it. Let's talk about your event coming up
Yes.
because this is a huge deal. I am so excited to be able to, let everybody know that you're going to be doing a Bollywood class pretty soon, guys. So if y'all want to learn how to do Bollywood dancing, which it looks so much fun.
It's
so
fun and it's free.
It's
Yeah.
free,
It's free.
guys.
The first time you guys come, it's free, but it's our first time ever, so it's gonna be free for everyone.
There you go. So get in on it. I guarantee you it will be fun. If you've ever watched a Bollywood film, you will enjoy the fact that it's so vibrant, it's so colorful. As you can tell, it's very, very authentic. It's very beautiful, but it's also fun. Everybody looks like they're having fun, and it just looks like the biggest choreographed dance routine party.
Happy.
Yes.
Everyone's just happy.
It is, and that's why it's so catchy, because you're looking at all these people and you're like, how come I can't go to a party like that?
Why am I not there?
Yeah.
Why not
Why
there?
can't my friends dance like that with me? You know, and
Exactly.
you want to, it would be fun to learn that kind of stuff. So I would highly encourage you guys to come out to the dance party,
Dance
the
party.
Bollywood dance party.
May 23rd.
23rd.
May
It's a
23rd.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, May 23rd at Studio E.
Mm-hmm.
And it is free, like I said, so make sure you share that invitation. I'm a big person on sharing. Please just share. Just
Share.
Share it away.
Everywhere.
And so you're going to continue to do classes, or how's that going to go?
Yes. I'm planning on continuing to do classes depending on the demand of who can come when or when my work schedule, because I have a day job, unfortunately. But I have a day
Fortunately.
Fortunately, and yes, that's true. That's true. So depending on that, we'll continue either weekly or bi-weekly, depending on the demand. But I'm very, very excited, and I hope to see everyone there because it'll be a lot of fun.
Definitely. And so between the booking and the Eshana, you guys, you're basically, your goal is to stay booked and stay busy. And
Yeah.
so private or public events are welcome. So
Yes.
the busier, the better.
Yes.
Yeah, we just did graduation too. So
Oh, yeah.
private party,
I saw
family
that.
party.
I saw that you did an actual private party for a graduation, which
Graduation,
was
yeah.
a little bit different than what you're used to. But I saw the photos you posted, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. We just transformed the space.
Yeah,
Again.
again. It is like the morphing space to
Yeah.
whatever you
Forever
want.
morphing.
Yes, and it is definitely cool down there. A lot of brick walls, a lot of lighting and Edison lights and stuff like that. So it is a very neat
It's very
palette.
Denton.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
Denton.
Very much so. And you guys just had some artwork put in as far as the staircase or the stairwell.
Yes.
Yeah, Eric Mancini.
Okay.
He just spray painted our staircase with his logo.
Yeah,
His brand, his logo.
It
Yeah.
looks amazing. I was
It
like,
looks
it
amazing.
plays a number
It-
on your
yes,
eyes for
it
some
does.
reason.
It's like an experience. That's what he said.
It is. It's
It's
almost
just
like.
to live the experience.
Well, you have the. What do you have on the stairs?
So Bear came. I saw a picture on Pinterest or somewhere, and I said, "Oh, I really want our stairs painted. I think that'd be great." So we have a friend. She owns Bear and she said, "I'll come in and do it." And so she hand painted. I think her and a friend hand painted every single stairs, so that when you look up into the, like, I guess the lobby, you can see the hand painted stairs. And then now with Eric Mancini's edition, it's just all sorts of art in one corner.
It looks awesome.
It's really neat. I mean, you would think, oh, it's just a staircase. No, this is a little Instagram worthy corner of Denton.
Yeah, this is where everybody takes a picture.
I've done it too, and I've even posted. I'm like, where am I? And everybody's like, you're here. No, you're here. No. Guess again. Guess again.
Keep guessing.
It is very. I love that wall. It's really cool. And now that you have the new painting on there, and it supports local art, you know, which is why, you know, the Denton vibe is here.
And and as well as us, you know, like we hold events just to, you know, support local art.
Support local art, to share diversity, and to bring just a different flavor. And you guys obviously is a diverse group here. So you're from Canada and you're from India, which I think is amazing because you get different aspects of what you experience through art, and what you experience through art or your world, you know, so and then you're sharing it here, and then your ideas as far as your collaborative, you know, with the people that book through you. That's amazing. I know I got that experience with you guys because, you know, when we were planning stuff for Lost Poet Lounge, you were like, what about this? How would you feel about this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So y'all are very much a part of the process, and that's so cool. So aside from that, what kind of other events do you guys have planned? I know you have several things coming up.
Yes.
Yeah. On May 19th, we have the Expression by Elijah Heap.
Actually, I have it right here.
And yeah, it's that flyers.
We street team a lot, so if you see us, that's that's ours.
Definitely. So it's Expression. Doors open at 8 p.m. May 19th at Studio E. So you guys are going to have live music by, like you said, Elijah Heap. You're going to have art, obviously, that is going to be, is it going to be live painting, or is it going to be just hanging art?
It's going to be prints and hung on the walls and things like that.
But we're also going to have a raffle.
A raffle?
Art raffle.
Okay.
Yes, we're having an art raffle.
We got some, Elijah got some piece given to him. And we're going to raffle it so people can, it gives a chance to everybody that.
To win a piece of art.
Yeah,
to win a piece of art.
A piece of art.
As well as fashion. We'll have fashion, which is very unique.
Noticed.
You know, like we're excited to have the fashion. I don't, not fashion show, but fashion.
Fashion in general.
Yeah,
fashion.
Clothing company.
Well, that's one of the events that I went to at your studio one time had their table set up with clothes.
On the come up.
On the come up, our hip hop and soul event.
Yes. So it was very unique to see that happening. By the way, whoever the DJ was that night, who I don't remember what his.
Oh my gosh, who was that?
That night when they had the clothes there, I was like, oh my gosh, this DJ is awesome. I had never heard of him before, but when I was there, obviously I was there a while, and he was amazing.
So good.
Yes, he was.
I'm going to think of the name, and I'll get back to it.
Yes, I'm trying to think now.
Well, I've been to a few of your events, so you probably don't remember specifically. But whoever that was amazing. And that's another thing that is a unique thing about your business, is that the more things you book, obviously there's a financial benefit for that for you guys, but you're exposed to so many people and they just want to reach out and make contact with you. I mean, even when I had the event there with you guys, I met so many more new people that I had not met before, and it was like they were talking about Studio E. They were talking about, I didn't know there was poetry here, or, you know, I didn't know you could book down here. So there's a lot of benefits to having that. I'm sorry, my little strings are coming out. They're just not going to cooperate today.
It happens.
Okay.
It happens.
Sorry about that. It's a wardrobe malfunction. But But anyway, so that's one of the unique things about your type of business, is that you can make it whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can allow clients in to cater to wedding season. You can, do graduations, and it's so versatile. It is so versatile. You guys need to get out there one day to one of the events. You have a message.
Oh, I have a message.
Yes.
Amanda Sweet.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi. Thanks for tuning in. And please come. Oh, do I read the message?
Yeah, you can. Okay. If you want to.
Okay.
It's yours.
Okay, Amanda Sweet. I've always wanted to go there. Now I have to go. Yes, please come.
Amanda Sweet will go. She's going to, I know
she's
if she
so
says
sweet.
If she says she's going to go, she's going to go. And I will make sure she gets a visit or the personal VIP tour with you guys.
Yes.
Amanda, you'll get the VIP tour with the girls over here.
Yes,
so.
you will.
Yes.
I'm making promises on your behalf. I'm sorry, committing you guys.
We'll remember.
If she doesn't like it, we'll blame you.
There you go. I'll say it was one of their off days. I'm sorry. They must have been in between shows.
They were cleaning. It's, yeah.
I've seen that side too.
Yeah, right. That scares people sometimes.
When there's stuff.
I will be the first one to admit. I was like, wow. Do y'all need help?
Are you guys
like,
sure
no.
we're gonna make it?
We
to
were
this?
cleaning
Yes.
before the graduation party. We had all our cleaning, you know how it is, all our cleaning stuff. And I think it worried the grad mom. She was like, oh, I left the decorations. And she like left. We're like, sorry, cleaning.
No, if there's one thing, there is a method to the
Yes.
madness.
Yes.
I will be
There's
the
one.
first one to admit it. You walk in, they're going to tell you, I'll take care of it, and they will. They will, no matter what you see behind the curtain, they are going to take
It's
care
gonna
of
be
it,
there.
and it gets done. And I was just like, wowed. But they are hard workers, and they will get it done. So, it happens. I mean,
It happens.
you're there, you're working hard, you're in it. You have to be. You got to set it up. So it's a lot of work that goes
In it
into
to
it.
win it. Yes,
Yes.
for sure.
And it's you guys. It's just you two for
It's
the most
just
part.
Yeah,
us.
it's us.
It is just you guys for the most part. Hey, so props to you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I admire you deeply for many reasons. But what other events do you guys have going on?
So after the May 19th is the Bollywood.
Yes.
So the Bollywood class is on the
Yeah.
23rd.
Classes
And then June 1st is...
what is June 1st?
Drum
I
roll.
don't know. What is June 1st? It's Lost Poet Lounge.
Yes. Shadowbox poetry.
Shadowbox Poetry. So June 1st, we will be having our first Shadowbox Poetry there. So if you are a first timer and you're scared to do poetry in front of people, or at least with people looking at you, we'll be
It's the time.
performing behind a shadow box. So you guys, it's also going to be done for dramatic purposes and, just for something different and unique.
It's
But
gonna be fun.
it is going to be fun, and it's going to be something that will help ease some of the first timers into that first time performance, I think. But it would be an experience, a different experience, and some people will get a little bit more creative with it. And so we're wanting you guys to come join us June 1st for that Lost Poet Lounge event, and we will also be
Having some art
We're-
from Artists Enclave. And
Yes.
on June 2nd is going to be the Artists Enclave Eclectic
Okay, so
3. Eclectic 3.
Artist Enclave Eclectic 3
Three.
show is going to be held there the next day, which is June 2nd. So they're going to
Yes.
have their whole show roll out there at Studio E the next day.
Yeah, from noon to 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
So we will be collaborating with them because we get the honors of their hanging work in our show in preparation for theirs. So we do get the honors of having their art hanging in our Lost Poet Lounge event, which I'm really excited about. And I love Artist Enclave. So working with Susan, Carol, and
Great
Onadara,
people.
and yes, and
And
all of them, and
Randall.
Randall.
Yes.
So shout out to you guys. You guys work so hard with Artist Enclave. And if you haven't been to one of their events as well, and I know they had membership or will be having membership renewals come up and stuff like that, check them out. They're also a collective of a bunch of artists, a lot of stuff that they do around town all the time. So we do have some other events coming up that I'm going to talk about, which if you guys will allow me. And I actually just saw this one on the table. So I'll go ahead and read it. It's the Denton Comic Creators, and because it has to do with art, I will go ahead and it caught my eye. So if you're a Denton Comic Creator, Denton Comic Creators invites local artists, writers, creators, and future creator of comics and graphic novels to its first meeting, and that's going to be 2 p.m. Sunday, May 27th at Madness Comics and Games. So Madness Comics and Games is putting this on at 2317 West University Drive at Suite 185. So if you're looking for an artist, looking for a writer, or you're a writer that needs an artist, or you need creative feedback, or you're a fan of this, or you just want to be around this type of environment, this is going to be the event for you. So Denton Comic Creators, Sunday, May 27th at 2 p.m. So that's that one. We did talk about Expression, which is one of your events. Now, this one is calling to me. This is my girly girl diva side coming up right here. So this is Pop-Up Clothing Swap, Sunday, May 20th. And this is going to be between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Give us the old, we've got the new. So if you guys don't know what a clothing swap is, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't
So
think-
this is going to be at Studio 116, which is 116 North Austin Street in Denton. And if you need more information, you can look them up at Studio_116. 1, which is ONE, and then 16. Or you can contact Amanda Sweet, just the way it sounds, 106, or hashtag pop-up swap. And Amanda is the one that made the comment earlier. So thanks, Amanda, for tuning in.
Thank
I wanted to
you.
give
Yes, thank you.
thank you. I wanted to give you a little bit more detail about what that is. So it's $20 entry without a bag of clothing. So basically, you bring a bag of clothing.
Okay.
$10 entry fee if you bring the bag. If you don't, it's $20. And you will have, if you pay $5 for access to brand name selections, okay? So you're paying that, but everyone who comes brings bags of clothing that they would
And
like
you
to swap.
exchange.
Yes.
What?
So
That's-
you can leave with a brand new wardrobe. So you can take as
That's
much as you
awesome.
can carry. So BYOB, which is bring your own bag. Fashion show sign up for the first 20 participants that sign up. The show starts at 1 p.m. So there will be a fashion show, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty excited about that. Top 3 looks get a glam makeover by Allie and Rain from Studio 116 or Studio 116. And 1 hour photo shoot from Amanda Sweet. So that alone for me.
That's awesome.
Because you
Yeah.
have clothes in your closet that you're like, I'm never gonna wear this.
She's
Oh,
in
that's me.
denial.
The
but she
tags are
has
still on here.
I'm probably gonna have a bag.
Yes. Or you're like, I'll wait till the perfect opportunity, and that perfect opportunity just never came, and it's been sitting there, and you're like, okay, I'm never gonna wear this, but it's still cool. Should I get rid of it? Go swap it.
Swap it.
Go swap it. And then if you get one of the top 3 looks, you get that glam makeover. And if you guys have not seen the work that Allie and Rain do, you guys need to. Because they're amazing makeup artists and they're amazing stylists. And I believe these girls can transform anyone, honestly. They do an amazing job. And they're going to do a photo shoot with Miss Amanda Sweet for 1 hour. And that's a big package
That's good.
prize. That's a prize
amazing.
package. And then all clothes that do not get a new home will be donated. So anything that's not swapped, which I'm sure there's going to be a lot of swapping going on. Because I know I would be like, oh,
want
that would
that.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I am curious, how do you decide if 2 people want to, I don't know.
Swap, yeah.
I guess it's
the
just going to be
clothes.
the decision of the swappies, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Lost Poet Lounge at Juice Lab this Saturday at 1 p.m. And before that, I'm doing my own agenda because I'm like, what am I going to in Denton? So I'm.
What's my calendar?
Well, I
look
happen to be
like?
the host for that one with Juice Lab. Thank you, Lonnie, for having us there. But also, LSA Burger is having Zumba on the roof to benefit one of their
cool.
employees. So you guys, 9 a.m. It is actually out on Facebook. The invitation is out on Facebook. If you guys have never done Zumba, get up and go do it.
It's fun.
How much fun could it be on the rooftop of LSA overlooking the square? It's an amazing experience, and it's okay if you can't do all the routines because that's fine. You modify until you do. And then that's going to be at 9 a.m. Saturday for Zumba at LSA. And I do want to give a shout out to, this is my very personal shout out to my nephew, Adrian Nicholas Velasquez. He not only is turning 21 this
Ooh,
week.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
He also completed his Fireman Academy schooling, so he graduated, and he is, he's an EMT firefighter. He's an EMT firefighter, or will be. He's
That's
an EMT
awesome.
already, but he just completed his firefighter certification. So I want to give him a happy birthday, and I love you, Adrian Nicholas. I'm so proud of you. I just can't even tell you how much love I have for him.
Aw.
And all the rest of them too, but his birthday is this week. And a special shout out to Uriah. His birthday is this week as well.
Yes.
So happy birthday to him. And that is what we have this week. You guys, if we were to contact you, where would we contact you at?
On Facebook or at our address email info@studioedenton.com.
Okay, and do you have an Instagram?
Yes.
Yes, Studio E Denton is our Instagram. So if you type that in, it's going to pop up with everything.
Okay, and if they want to get a hold of you guys for dance lessons or to participate in a class or whatnot, how do they contact you for that? Would it be the same or would it be different?
Eshana Dance Conservatory. Everything's linked up. So if you go to our website or if you go to our Facebook, it's all cross-posted. But Eshana Dance Conservatory is where you can join the dance troupe, or if you want to book us for a wedding, you can do it that way.
Yeah.
So you guys have the venue, and you have entertainment if you need it. And if not, if you want to drop into their place just for one of the events that they're hosting, and a lot of them are public. So if that's the case, you guys come visit Studio E. Thank you, ladies, so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
I always have a great time with you, ladies, and I mean that wholeheartedly. And thank you for sharing Studio E with Denton. And I hope many happy bookings for you guys in every form possible for Studio E and Eshana. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for tuning in to the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie on DentonRadio.com.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicOfDenton.com.